Now at 17 in high school I was already in a romantic relationship with what I consider to be the pinnacle of female beauty. I was with the famous actress Kate Beckinsale as a young adult woman, and I was making love to her on the regular, a woman that would one day be desired by many men for all her famous and sexy roles in the movies. 2 years before I turned 17 I made sure that Monica never left Frank because I helped out a lot after purchasing a very beautiful mansion just outside that bad neighborhood that would one day make the Gallaghers famous in the TV series. So Monica stayed with Frank because she had absolutely no reason to leave him, mostly because of me, and I kept Frank off the drugs. The man was just like he was in the show. He was insufferable when it came to drugs and everything else. He complained constantly about everything, an absolute pansy, but because I intervened constantly to help out and Monica stayed medicated also because of me, she never became a junkie, and neither one of my parents had to scam people because they were no longer poor. There was no need for Monica or Frank to scam anyone, and so for Monica, for her bipolar disorder, she stayed healthy and got good quality health care and pharmaceutical drugs straight from a doctor, and so did Frank. All my siblings were doing great. Lip, or Philip as he is called in the TV series, was inspired by me growing up. He wanted to be just like me, his older brother, because to him I was the perfect embodiment of what every man should aspire to be, and Fiona never had to struggle, and because of me she ended up in a good college. My influence in their lives changed things for the better. Carl never became a borderline psychopath because of me. He even wanted to become a cop early, and Ian was identified at a young age to have the same mental disease as Monica, so I helped him early. It was strange though because he was not homosexual this time, he was straight. I guess because I ended up dating a lot of beautiful women growing up, he desired the same thing and I became like the replacement of Lip. Basically it's like Mickey said in the series, he copied everything Lip did, so I guess he copied me because I replaced Lip in his eyes because I was always super smart. Because of my Kryptonian brain I often helped my kid siblings with their academics, and even Carl became smarter. Fiona was 2 years younger than me, so she always came to me for advice and everything, so we grew up close. She admired me too. Kevin and Veronica were still her friends and they loved me. Me and V even dated, and we were even in a serious romantic relationship once, so she was very jealous of Kate. So whenever I would meet with her and Kevin, it would always be very awkward with Kevin around also because V would often flirt with me. Even in Kevin's presence she would often sexually harass me and grab my genitals, and Kate would often have to step in and V would always call her bitch after doing that. I had the same demeanor as Superman, so I never cussed or anything. I would often have to intervene to stop a fight between the woman I love, Kate, and V, because when I started getting serious with Kate I broke up with V. She never got over it. I found out not too long ago that I was nothing like Superman. I was better in every way because I also found out that I had knocked up Kate. I knew it as soon as it happened. I could see it with my X-ray vision. The moment I orgasmed while having sex with Kate, I used my X-ray vision to see if my sperm cells entered her womb. I saw it happen and that aroused me even further. So needless to say, after that I had sex with her 4 more hours, and by the time I was done with her she was sex drunk, and she also knew she was pregnant. She even said it herself, "I think I'm pregnant," she said. I said, "I know, silly." She then threw a pillow at me. I couldn't help but laugh in that moment, and neither could she. It was so carefree that I had to ask, "Aren't you afraid?" And she said, "No, because it's you. I don't feel afraid when you're around." Kate said, "I just feel safe with you, like nothing can hurt me when I'm with you." I said to Kate Beckinsale, I said, "Honey, you don't know how right you are." She laughed and said, "How could you be so perfect? I feel like the luckiest woman on earth," Kate said, and then I said, "No, I'm the luckiest man on earth for having found a woman that truly loves me." And after I said that, she kissed me and we made love again, except it was passionately this time. After that day I made love to her. I became her world. I even nudged her ideas for the future in the right direction. I always implied that she might be a great movie actress, and she took it to heart when I finally said, "I believe you would be a great female actor," and then I was surprised to hear her say she had always dreamed of being an actor in the movies. I almost had to pinch myself after hearing her say that because I almost couldn't believe it. But then she also said that I also wanted to be a fashion model, and then I said, why not be both?